My name is Abraham Kweju Akinyemi. I am the president of the Cornerstone Outreaches. I am equally the convener of the 2023 Men's Summit. What we are doing this year is to celebrate men. You will agree with me that of all the celebrations and commemorations globally, that of men, is not usually very loud. And so we were inspired to put this together to celebrate men, because you will agree with me that most of these commemorations, Children's Day, Women's Day, and so on and so forth, who powers them? It is we, the men. We fund them, we carry our women out, carry our babies, our children out, but nobody, usually celebrate us. So we feel that we should call attention to ourselves as men and celebrate ourselves. That is number one reason. The number two reason is to also create a platform to make men become better. You will agree with me that the chaos we are suffering all over the world is caused by the fact that most of our men, are faulty or are malfunctioning, if you permit me, to use that word. Now, if you check the Bible in the book of Psalm 82, verse 5, it says, ye are men. It says, ye are gods, but you will die like ordinary men because you have rejected knowledge. Now, the issue is that God, who created man, created us with an intention at heart. He created man to be somebody who is in charge. But as soon as man was evicted, evicted from the Garden of Eden, man lost his comfort zone and became a man who was under pressure. And that is the reason why, if you look at the global data sheets on suicide, 77% of suicide is committed by men globally. Same for corruption. 80.4% of corruption cases are linked to men globally. Accidents, motor accident caused by men, substance abuse majorly by men, cultism majorly by men, money ritual majorly by men. Now, this is not an indictment on men. Rather, it is to bring us to the consciousness of the fact that for us to have a better world, then we must have a better man. And this is what this year's summit, Man Above Norms, is all about. To create a man that will raise a standard, that will raise a benchmark of, the standard of men in our world, so that on the long run, we can make our world a better place for us all. Today we have looked at the Bible, and we have equally looked at our health, because we realize that, while it is good to function well as a man, our health also needs to be in order for us to function optimally. We have equally laughed, we have had fun, we have networked, and it's been an awesome time here, as men, celebrating ourselves.
If you look at the success of this very men's summit, you talked about how the Lord is from 2024. What are some of the things your followers should look out for from Cornerstone Outreaches?
Okay, so for Cornerstone Outreaches, as I mentioned earlier in my opening speech, by next year, 2024, we'll be launching our full scale. One of the things we are doing is we are launching a weekly online video devotional called Marketplace Monday. Marketplace Monday is a platform for equipping business people with practical biblical insight that they need to excel, prosper in their businesses, in their careers, in whatever they do, to start your Monday. We call it Marketplace Monday. That is coming up. Then we're also launching what we call the Power to Profit devotional. Power to Profit devotional is a way to help you engage God and position yourself aright in the Word of God to profit in whatever business or endeavor that you engage in. That is number 2. Then number 3, we are releasing a book. Like I said earlier, we're a marketplace ministry. We are releasing a book on politics. Usually, if you join politics as a man, as a Christian, they say, Christian, why are you a politician? Because politicians have been labeled as bad people. But politics is not what is bad. It is the way and manner it is played, particularly by the players. And so, as Christians, the Bible called us the light of the world. So we are going, equipping men to go into politics to change the rules, change the game, raise a standard, and make a difference. The book is titled Anointed for Politics. That is going to come out. So we are releasing those 3 books next year. And then as time goes on, we are going to be organizing Marketplace Leaders Conference, where we'll bring people in politics, in business, in entertainment, in fashion together to discuss, the kingdom agenda, for our careers and our businesses. These are some of the things we are doing. And next year also, we are still going to host another edition of the men's summit. We are also going to do mothers mentoring for mothers, which we have been doing before. It was suspended for a while. We'll continue next year. People should just follow us on all our social media handles at the Cornerstone Outreaches on Instagram and on Facebook, and also my personal handles at Abraham Peju Akinyemi on Facebook, and also Omoba PJ on Instagram for updates on some of our activities. It's a loaded year for us.
Taking away, sir, this program is men's summit titled Man Above None. For our viewers who didn't really listen or listen to what you gave out, what will be your parting message as regards Man Above None?
Well, my parting message to man is man was created by God to manage the earth, to master the earth. Now, God did that, but soon after that, man fell. So he lost his placement in the garden, so he was evicted from the garden. Soon as that happened, man lost his mastery of the earth. Man became a victim of circumstance, where he's supposed to be master of circumstance. So my parting message to us is to relocate back to our Eden. And how to do that is to first find God, because you have to reconcile with God. When you reconcile with God, God places you back into your Eden. And like I mentioned in my message, Eden is not a physical location. Eden it's about mindset. Eden is about your spiritual positioning. It's about your psychology. It's about the spirit that drives you. And you can only, correct that by aligning correctly with God. And like I mentioned also in the message, when your phone goes bad, what do you do to it? You flash it, you restore it back, to factory setting. That is what we have done here this afternoon. We have helped our men to be restored back to Eden setting. In this case, we call it back to Eden setting. So the parting message is get yourself back to Eden setting so that you can function optimally as a man in your own life, as a person, in your family life, in your career, in your health, in your business, and in your purpose.